and count the stars, if you are able to count them, so your offspring will be. He believed in Yahweh, who credited it to him for righteousness.
After these things, Yahweh's word came to Abram in a vision, saying, don't be afraid, Abram, I am your shield, your exceedingly great reward. Abram said, Lord Yahweh, what will you give me since I go childless? And he who will inherit my estate is Eliezer of Damascus. Behold, you have given no children to me, and behold, one born in my house is my heir. Behold, Yahweh's word came to him, saying, this man will not be your heir, but he who will come out of your own body will be your heir. Yahweh brought him outside and said, look now toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count them. He said to Abram, so your offspring will be. He believed in Yahweh, who credited it to him for righteousness. He said to Abram, I am Yahweh, who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldees to give you this land to inherit it. Look toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count them, so your offspring will be. He believed in Yahweh, who credited it to him for righteousness. He said to him, bring me a heifer 3 years old, a female goat 3 years old, a ram 3 years old, a turtle dove and a young pigeon. He brought him all these and divided them in the middle and laid each half opposite the other, but he didn't divide the birds. The birds of prey came down on the carcasses, and Abram drove them away. When the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell on Abram. Now terror and great darkness fell on him. He said to Abram, know for sure that your offspring will live as foreigners in a land that is not theirs, and will serve them. They will afflict them 400 years. I will also judge that nation whom they will serve. Afterward they will come out with great wealth. It came to pass that when the sun went down, it was dark, and behold, a smoking furnace and a flaming torch passed between these pieces. With Abram, saying, I have given this land to your offspring, from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates. Toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count them, so your offspring will be. He believed in Yahweh, who credited it to him for righteousness. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bore him no children. She had a servant, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. Sarai said to Abram, see now Yahweh has restrained me from bearing. Please go into my servant. It may be that I will obtain children by her. Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian, her servant. After Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave unto Abram her husband to be his wife. He went into Hagar, and she conceived. When she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. Sarai said to Abram, this wrong is your fault. I gave my servant into your bosom, and when she saw that she had conceived, she despised me. May Yahweh judge between me and you. But Abram said to Sarai, behold, your maid is in your hand. Do to her whatever is good in your eyes. Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from her face. Yahweh's angel found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain on the way to Shur. He said, Hagar, Sarai's servant, where did you come from? Where are you going? She said, I am fleeing from the face of my mistress Sarai. Yahweh's angel said to her, I will greatly multiply your offspring, that they will not be counted for multitude. Behold, you are a child and will bear a son, you shall call his name Ishmael, because Yahweh has heard your affliction. She called the name of Yahweh, who spoke to her, you are a God who sees. For she said, have I even stayed alive after seeing him? Toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count them, so your offspring will be. He believed in Yahweh, who credited it to him for righteousness. Hagar bore a son for Abram. Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. Look toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count
credited it to him for righteousness. Look toward the sky and count the stars, if you are able to count them, so your offspring will be.